It's me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful December 8th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and as you can tell, we're joined by Mr. Real Texan Politics, Mr. Tyrone, and Mr. Luke.
Oh shoot, I forgot to change it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was about, yeah, okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I thought it was Boston Nationalist fan or whatever.
No, I'm the beekeeper. I lead the beekeeping
Oh,
Mormon dove
gosh.
cult in Utah. Also, guys, we may be entering a vibe shift, so stand back and stand by. We're gonna be. Things could be going back to good. We'll see.
But before we get into any of that, y'all know the drill. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. It's $1 a day, or dollar. Yeah, it's fucking cheap to join the channel. Sorry, I'm having a dementia moment. Is it $1 a day or $1 a month?
I think I changed it to $3 a month. It was.
$3 a month. That helps Rap out significantly. That helps him out 3 times more than $1 a month.
Yeah. So
I'm
guys,
a Nerd for 2 fan. I love this.
oh gosh.
You,
yeah, so
Anyway,
we have a lot.
American nerd, send your twos. We love.
Oh jeez.
Good lord, can we get through the introduction?
Okay.
Good fucking lord.
Everyone shut up. So yeah, again, like Tyrone was saying, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends who like good stuff, send super chats if you have questions, join the channel for the support the channel even further. Couple of super chats go through. So Dan for 2, any bets Mike Johnson will be retiring? No, he's not retiring.
No.
Well, we'll get to what I'm talking about in a second. A K-Cub for 5. Update, just want to say thanks for helping my mental health with lots of laughs, guys. Also, my mom's spinal surgery is a success. God is good. Oh, W's a chat for K-Cub. Thank God.
Bless.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. American Nerd for 2. Oh, gosh. Real Texan, you're right. American Nerd for 2. With the titled thumbnail, is it time to panic? No, I just wanted to bring this. So, okay. There was a report.
You do have pretty bad clickbait titles. I'm not.
They're not clickbait. They're like
clickbait, homie.
no. What's the word? It's not clickbait. It's like
It's dramatic.
It's dramatic. Yeah.
You should cut it out. It is kind of annoying, but yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
You're annoying, and I hate you.
Oh my gosh! Well, I forgot to say we're live on Twitter. Live now, talking about yeah, there we go. Good enough. Okay. So, for those that don't know, yesterday there was a report that came out from, I believe it was Puck News. Yeah, it was. And they dropped a
Puck News.
You don't know what Puck News is?
You're gonna let him explain?
You know what Puck News is?
No.
It's like it's usually the group that has all the information to Capitol Hill. I don't know where they get the information from, but they're usually right.
Oh. This is my first time hearing about it.
Well, it's like what's a guy's name that freaking works for him?
Moving on.
So basically, they're reporting that up to 20 Republicans in the House are expected to announce retirements in the coming weeks, and most of the retirements are expected to come from safe Republican seats. So in the next week or so, we've seen a bunch of shit Republicans or even potentially good ones retiring. So
I don't think good ones. It's all going to be study committee, which is just the Mike Johnson. Like, man, these are the people who are mad that Trump's making them vote on stuff. So
yeah, I mean, like, this whole thing is just absurd. For those that don't know why this is happening, like Luke kind of hinted at, these people are mad that Trump's make them do their damn job. I'm not even joking. That's what they're mad about. They're mad that Trump's trying to make them vote on stuff.
For stuff like the study committee, Congress more or less just becomes a functional old person. For folks on the study committee and other equally worthless committees, Congress is more or less just a glorified geriatric daycare.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things with this whole thing's pathetic, and also you got some people like what they're now claiming is, oh, President Trump, he is stopping us from passing our own legislation and shit like that. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm not even joking. There's some Republicans claiming that. Like MTG's going around saying, oh, President Trump.
When's the last time MTG submitted any legislation? Yeah. Like, the actual question. I mean, she submitted that fucking immigrant thing, but it never got past committee, and it was literally there just to spite Trump, and seemed like she's not playing it despite her getting praised from fucking Crockett and Jeffrey.
It was a shittier bill. It was a shittier version of Chip Roy's bill. That's all it was. A shittier version of it just to spite Trump. And the Chip Roy one, I mean, that one, we'll see what happens with that. That one has a chance of getting somewhere, but we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah, now MTG's posting the APAC tracker
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, let's
Also, by the
let's
way, in her district, Colton Moore has announced his run. Go vote for Colton Moore if you live in
yeah.
her district.
America First Insight's already endorsed them. He's a great guy, good on the issues. Okay, so since we're talking about MTG, another MTG moment. Listen, I don't get why people
Woman moment. Woman moment.
this whole thing with MTG, it's a psyop. It's bullshit. Like, look at this right here. For those that don't know, she is citing the APAC tracker, which I want to clear about one thing. Okay.
The IPAC tracker is literally run by a Palestinian communist. I'm not even joking. It's,
Yeah, I mean,
like like the account itself has said it. He's a pro-Palestinian Muslim communist from the Middle East.
now I want to clear about this one thing. I do think the idea of some kind of tracker for this type of thing is good because let's be honest here, there's a lot of foreign influence in America. That's 100% true. But at the same time, this account pushes bullshit. Look at this chart. Like, this is what MTG said. She said, I am America first. Thank you for your attention to this matter, MTG. And she, of course, she had a copy Trump there. She brought up these two graphs where it's the amount of money that MTG received from APAC. She received $0. Okay? She received 0. The other graph, it claims President Trump received $230 million. But you know what the problem is with that?
Trump has never received that much money from the Israeli lobby, and you could literally go check it through the
Yeah.
various websites I have linked over the past 2 or so years.
Yeah, not only that, but this account suddenly expands the definition. It went from just APAC for MTG to independent expenditures and campaign contributions received from pro-Israel interest groups. And you know what they mean by that? Who they consider pro-Israel?
Anybody who's anti-Palestine or not pro-Palestine?
Yeah. If they're not explicitly pro-Palestine or if they're explicitly pro-Israel, it's automatically counted. That's a problem with this. Just because somebody's pro-Israel, that does not mean they're like an Israeli shill or whatever. You be pro-Israel, be like, we're spending too much money on them. What? Why does that have to be this like black and white thing where you're either pro-Israel, or you're either a Zionist or you're not? Like
Because this fucking issue attracts the lowest fucking common denominator in terms of people who view politics as a spectator sport, doubled by the fact that both Jews and Middle Eastern Muslims tend to be incredibly fucking neurotic and tribalistic over this and get overly emotionally invested.
That's
So
true.
it becomes, it's this whole fucking thing. And these Western liberals love to get so. On the one hand, you have Western liberals who love to get overly invested because, oh, the heckin' brown person is being inequalityed and the genocided. And on the other hand, you have these Western conservative Ziocons who are like, oh, yeah, God made Israel and like, all these things and another 20 trillion to Israel, else we're all going to go to hell.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a problem. Like, it's either you have to be a Zionist or you have to be like, you want Israel wiped out. That's the only political options, I guess, now in America. When it's clear, like, you could be like, hey, Israel should exist, but so should Palestine. There can be a two-state solution.
Forgive me for uttering his name with Luke in chat, but I take the Henry Kissinger approach of it's a shame both sides can't lose.
Yeah, that's my take too. If you're not going to act like, halfway sane people, I hope both sides lose. What? How's it a controversial opinion?
I don't think the Jews should be doing the geopolitical equivalent of weekly drive-bys in Gaza. I don't think the Jews. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Seriously, just like that's what it is. It's basically drive-by shootings.
Yeah, no, the Jews are the fucking hoodlums of geopolitics because they're the ones committing these fucking drive-by shootings by bombing Palestinian kids with fucking missiles. And then on the other hand, you have these Palestinian Muslim nut jobs who are going around beheading Muslim children and posting videos of them like mutilating Israeli soldiers, and I'm like, I sincerely wish that like just that entire part of the fucking world would just like get glassed overnight. It's such a fucking pain in the ass, and seeing the commentary on it from some of the most ignoramus dipshits in the world, also known as American political commentators, actually just drains my IQ. It actually it genuinely just fucking drives me insane.
And you know who's been calling this out the most lately of all people?
Oh, Fuentes?
Yeah. Of all
Yeah.
people, I mean, seriously, seriously, he's right about the issue, by the way, now. It's like, hey, these
Are we
people are just,
talking about the Candace Owens stuff again?
well, no, we're talking about, like,
No.
just this whole freaking, like, this
Yeah.
fucking bullshit political, like, stance at Israel where it's like, you're either a Zionist or not. And, like,
Hey, here's
MTG's,
what I'll tell you about Fuentes,
Mm.
which I've noticed. Since Kirk's been assassinated, it seems like Fuentes has been grounded a lot, and he's actually trying to build a serious audience. And I think that is a net positive.
yeah, I think it's a
'cause
positive.
I think he brings stuff to the table. I think people are listening to him, and this idea that you can just keep doing the Ben Shapiro approach and just acting like he doesn't exist.
That's
The
stupid.
way that like these organizations, like the way the parties treat the AFD in Germany, for example, you're not going to be able to do that. Like you need to at least like debate some of his ideas because he is right about a lot of stuff. And here's the thing, yeah, he's made a lot of abhorrent jokes in the past, let's be real, but like those weren't his actual viewpoints. I mean, if you look at what he actually says, the way he talks about shit, and he's not even necessarily a hyper isolationist the way some of these people are. He's in favor of like the strikes on Venezuela. A lot of you guys probably didn't realize that because a lot of his
No,
fans are.
I knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. I mean, like,
Yeah, because a lot of his fans are like, "Oh, the pro peace ticket."
is he also pro Ukraine too? I think.
Somewhat.
He kind of
Somewhat.
flip flopped on that.
I know, but
Yeah,
most
he's-
people have. It depends like how the mood is. I think it's most people though. It's like one day people want the war to end, the other day is like, okay, bomb the shit out of Russia, bomb Russia. So,
Mhm.
all right, couple super chats. American Nerd for 5. Would Mike Johnson quit being Speaker / House Republican leader while staying in Congress? Based on the Nancy Pelosi route, I could see that, to be honest. Maybe he gets sick of the job. We'll see though. Professor Tricky for 2. Hey, Rap, why is 6 afraid of 7? Oh gosh.
6, 7.
American Nerd for 10.
7.
American Nerd.
7.
American Nerd for 10.
7.
Tyrone.
6, 7.
Tyrone.
Sorry.
American Nerd
Sorry.
for 10. MTG of 2025. I never took money from Israel and more America first than Trump. MTG of 2023. We need to give billions of dollars to Israel because principles and stuff, aka money. Well, yeah, people have never talked about that. She was one of the Zionist people in the House just 2 years ago. Not even a year ago. And now suddenly she's alleging that we're occupied by them, which is just, that should tell you everything about MTG. She knows which way the wind is blowing, and she's going hard on the other issue, hard the other way on the issue. So that is the issue with MTG. That's just not good.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't look at MTG's Twitter account from 2021 to 2024.
Oh, yeah, I've
on there.
I've gone over this.
Don't do that.
I've gone over this on video and stream. There's stuff where she's like, we gotta deport all these damn Hamas sympathizers. And anybody that's pro-Palestine. That's what she literally said, by the way. Anybody that's pro-Palestine. Not like pro-Hamas. Just saying Palestine should exist. She was saying they should be deported, by the way. So funny how that works, but...
Also, whatever you don't look at her initial response to Vivek and Elon's tweets back during the H-1B debacle last year.
It's a scam. It's such a fucking scam.
The Christmas meltdown, as it's now.
Yeah.
Collectively
Hey, we're
known as.
close to 1 year anniversary of that. That's
Yeah.
gonna be surely those two dumbasses. Which, by the way, can Ramaswamy drop out, please? You guys see what he's been doing the last couple weeks?
He's not going to drop out, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah,
he has
I'm
no
telling
he
you
has no
guys,
reason
he's
to.
probably going to win. Like, I'm sorry.
He's gonna
not
win,
losing.
but
I see all
I've
these
been
people on
saying
Twitter
this.
say he's DOA. The
Oh, he's gonna
base
win.
likes him. Yeah, he's going to be the next governor of Ohio.
just
so
he's
I
gonna
don't get-
suck.
Like, look, I see all these people because they're like, oh, these Republicans on Twitter are saying they won't vote for him. And every time I look,
Yeah.
it's like, if I lived in Ohio, I wouldn't.
If
vote
I
for
live
him.
in Ohio, yeah,
What I
sure.
will say is I have talked to a couple of people who are skeptical about voting for Vivek because they're concerned about like the ethnic interests and so forth. But I still think Vivek is going to win.
I'm gonna be honest,
Oh.
dude. I don't think he's gonna really screw up Ohio that much. I think if I were in Ohio, I would still vote for him. Especially over Acton. You don't want to give Acton was the lady, let's not forget, who shut down the state of Ohio during COVID. She was the reason Ohio had some of the most restrictive lockdowns in the country.
Yeah, I
Yep.
forgot
Don't
about that.
forget that. Think
I
about that. He
remember.
opposed these for years, and don't just go in and vote for Acton because the other guys kind of cringe or whatever. Like Vivek can't import migrants necessarily at the level, especially if Trump's combating H-1Bs. Vivek can't like reverse Trump's policy as governor of Ohio. That's what I'll tell you. You don't want to reward someone like Acton who deliberately wrecked the state through lockdowns. How many small businesses do you think she destroyed with that? Probably
A bunch.
a large amount. So no, she shouldn't be awarded just because her name isn't Vivek. So if you live in Ohio, don't even consider voting for Acton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I'd just straight up not vote. Period. Honestly,
Yeah, so right here,
I
sorry, go on.
I object to both candidates. Period.
Yeah. Anyways,
I gotta leave and rejoin so I can get my car.
yeah,
ready.
so right here, I got this. This was a tweet from America First Insight, which again, people should go follow. Totally not biased to that whatsoever, but this is a good point from America First Insight. Of course, I'm totally not biased, but
I'm not biased.
yeah, I'm not biased.
at
But they
all.
said it's funny how the progressives that track APAC made a green good guy graphic for MTG. Meanwhile, they ignored Eli Crane until they found a $500 donation in 2022, then gave him an evil red graphic. Plenty of strong Republicans have received donations from pro-Israel groups. It's modern politics. There are tons of anti-white, anti-American, pro-illegal immigration, pro-transgender politicians who haven't taken a dime from any Israel-related group. That's not an indicator of being America first. And yeah, just because you receive a $5 from freaking APAC like Mike Collins did once, which I find that funny, that graphic. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's like-
I was gonna bring
Yeah.
that up actually to say like that they put that in red that he took like what was it $500? Not even that.
It was
like
$10.
yeah.
And that's a problem. Just because, okay, people got to understand one thing. Just because like they receive like a one-time contribution or whatever, or even a couple, that doesn't mean they're being paid off. I can't believe I have to explain this.
I also need to explain too that like APAC is not the only Israel lobby
Yeah.
in DC. There are several other Israel lobbies that are almost as powerful as APAC, like Christians United for Israel and certain other ones that like support more like two-state solutions but are still Zionist.
Yeah, but they never get met. Well, when they do, I find it funny. They get mentioned whenever they want to attack somebody for being pro-Israel. Funny how that works, by the way, because they include any like Jewish group. Let's cut the crap. Any group
I'm at
that's
Lowe's. Y'all want anything?
what?
I'm at Lowe's. Y'all want anything?
No. American Nerd for 10. I think that Ohio, the state that gave us JD Vance, could and should have given us a better candidate for governor than Vivek. That city can't be worse than Kasich, the Weiner, the Democrat candidate, right? He'll be better, but that's not really saying much.
I'm gonna get a Christmas tree
Okay.
to put in my room.
Oh,
I'm gonna
let's,
get a Christmas tree from Lowe's.
Alright.
Yeah. That sounds nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Christmas tree from Lowe's.
yeah, so overall, this whole like APAC thing, again, it should be monitored because I think it should be, personally, I think it's illegal what they're doing. Seriously, the shit that they do in other groups also, that should be banned in my opinion. But this worship of, well, I received $0 from APAC. That makes me an America First warrior. Does that make Elon Omar America First? Does that make her America First?
No.
No.
Does that make Rashida Tlaib America First?
No. Speaking of Elon Omar, you guys see what she got caught saying a couple days ago about Ethiopia?
She was basically
No.
saying that America should help Somalia invade Ethiopia because,
What the fuck?
I mean, this
Like-
is way worse than anything Randy Fine has ever said.
I gotta pull this up.
Oh shit! Hi, Tubbs.
I gotta pull
yeah,
up
what's
which
up, Tyrone?
the thing.
I
of-
just
oh, by the way,
noticed you were in
speaking
here.
of,
I'm not gonna lie.
We mentioned 6-7 earlier. Apparently, In and Out has removed 6-7
6-7.
from their ordering system. Or
Good.
their order number system.
How is that?
Yeah.
How is that? How is that related to politics?
Okay, right here. I got the tweet pulled up, and this is a real thing, by the way, guys. This is who we are shilling for, by the way. Right here. This is Ilhan Omar. How do you say her name? Is it Ilhan? I never could say
Ilhan.
Ilhan.
Omar.
Ilhan. Yeah, Ilhan.
It's Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
Ilhan Omar.
Okay, Ilhan Omar. I can never get the first one right, but I got it now. Okay, so guess what? She said, and somebody translated this, that Ethiopia and Kenya stole our land. We must work together to liberate our occupied territories. Somalia is for Somalis only. Funny how that works, by the
This
way.
is pretty bad. This is worse than anything. By the way, this is worse than anything Randy Fine has ever said, and I'm not even defending Randy Fine.
So now you could be saying like Somalia is for Somalis only, but you can't say America is only for Americans only.
Guys, she did the meme of we don't like your kind here.
Yeah, she did.
Somalia versus Kenya.
Yeah. Well, listen, like obviously American history, we've had like, we've disowned like bad events or whatever that's happened across the world. But the conflict that she's talking about, this ain't blood feud that's been going on for hundreds of years. It's not like they stole land 5 days ago or whatever. This is from hundreds of years ago that they're complaining about this. Why should we allow people to have blood feuds with other people in America and they continue it here? Why? How does nobody have a problem with this? Nothing ever happens. Well, I mean, it's batshit crazy. Why should we have people like this who clearly don't represent Americans? Well, she does represent, Somalians, I guess, but it's like, why should they be here? Let alone in Congress. Why? Is there any...
They shouldn't. It's like I said before. They exist for the sole purpose of reinforcing those who they put into power. But again, the people who are in power inevitably also get displaced by these ethnic groups coming in because they realize after a certain point, oh yeah, we can just run our own people. That's what they tried to do against fucking Jacob Fry over in Minnesota, and the only reason Jacob Fry won the re-election as mayor of Minnesota is because he was able to play Somali clan feuds off of each other. That's the future of these kinds of politics.
Last time we talked about Jacob Fry, the thing said that shouldn't have been said. It's too tempting.
Well, the thing with Jacob Fry is like he won, like Tyrone said, he won because of clan politics. That's not even a joke. That's actually what happened. There was a couple clan groups from Somalia that came here.
I would be laughing if it weren't an unserious fucking damnation.
Yeah.
About the state of the country.
They have literal clan feuds because it's Somalia. They all hate each other. There's like 50 different clans that they want to kill each other. And he was able to play games just enough where these clans are like, oh, this guy's part of that other clan. We can't vote for that guy. Vote for Jacob Fry.
Byron Donalds. I support the mass deportation of illegals. I support ending H-1B and a visa overhaul. I oppose pathways to citizenship and birthright citizenship. We must end chain migration and go back to a system that prioritizes assimilation, national interest, and protects American heritage. I'm sorry. Look. I'm not Floridian, but I have a lot of Floridian friends, and I see a lot of stupid fucking discourse. Sure, I've already given my piece, but I'm going to say it again. Byron Donalds is not a DEI hire. He is a perfectly competent House member in his own right. And people who say he's a DEI hire, like James Fishback, are permanently online dipshits who don't actually have policy of sustenance.
Yeah, and
I have not heard a single argument against Byron Donalds on merit. Like, he's not perfect, but like, who cares? I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like, I don't want to use this argument, but there is a reason why so much of the online right hates him, and it's not a real reason. Obvious. It's not a real reason. I mean, it'd be one thing if Byron Donalds was
hating someone because they're black is not look. Okay. I'm not gonna get into it, but as a black man myself, no, I'm kidding. But look, yeah, there's a lot of stereotypes and there's a lot of truth to a good amount of them. But Byron Donalds doesn't fit any of those stereotypes. He's not any of that.
Okay, real Texan, fix your damn mic. Stop that.
Yeah, come on, man.
Sorry.
Okay.
He's not any of those. He's perfectly fine. People don't like him because he's fucking black. And trust me, I understand where you're coming from, but politely, respectfully, I disagree. He's perfectly fine. He is the most solid candidate for Florida governor, and I don't really see a reason to distrust him. I mean, sure, he
Well-
said a few things about Israel,
Well,
but if you're really upset about someone talking about Israel, you
Well-
may as well be a leftist functionally. I'm sorry.
the thing about Byron Donalds is like, yeah, like Fishbach, like I like him. I think he's good on the issues, but like Fishbach running did actually push him to right, and that's good. That's objectively good. So there's nothing wrong with Fishbach running. Just like he's not gonna win. He's just
I
not
also
gonna
just-
win.
I also
the
want to point out
elevator-
right now that the Donald's Fishbox stuff online is ultimately a proxy again for like Trump v DeSantis. While
Yeah.
notice how like all the DeSimps are pushing for James.
Funny how
Fishbach
that
and to-
works. Yeah.
to stop Byron.
Yeah.
Like if Casey DeSantis got into this race, they would all change their tune to Casey DeSantis, and then they would completely forget James Fishbach.
Yo, hold up. We have breaking news.
What?
Hold up. We have breaking news. SCOTUS just announced that they're going to take on a case that would fucking allow Trump to fire judges
What?
just as the executive. Yeah.
What?
Where
Yeah.
can you send this?
Yes,
Who's this
I'm
coming from?
posting. New York Times. The court's conservative majority seems ready to overturn or strictly limit a landmark decision from 1935 in a case dealing with Trump's attempts to fire a member of the fucking Trade Commission. Sorry, I misread it. Yeah, no. FTC. He's dealing with the FTC. I need to stop reading and driving. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
Jesus!
Definitely don't do that.
Yeah, if we hear a car crash, we'll know what happened.
Okay, so it's not judges, but still,
Yeah.
this is pretty big because it's for those that don't know. There's a bunch of these bullshit independent commissioners or whatever across the federal government, and you can't fire them as a president. They're just stuck there forever, which is just insane. You
Again,
can't.
unitary executive theory. The president of the United States is the chief executive officer of the entire executive branch of the United States government, and rightfully and constitutionally so, has the ability to fire and replace anybody who falls under any executive branch umbrella.
In my opinion, that's just the law. The president controls the executive branch for a reason.
It's the strict constitutional interpretation of it.
I mean,
Well,
I don't.
and also,
not
if-
a lot of people know this, but a Democratic majority Congress actually stripped the president of that power shortly after Carter became elected because they were afraid of Nixon and Ford. This is the tyranny of the legislature is something that the Democratic Party instated in the 70s after Nixon's presidency.
I was gonna say too, because I believe prior to that, the president could like appoint and fire people like who were a part of all of these different committees. So
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a fan of Nixon. Real ones know that I don't like Nixon at all, but Nixon did have that power and he flexed it freely. And I will say that they were very scared of Nixon and what he was doing with that, which is why they took that power away from him.
That's a problem.
Nixon was the second most effective president we have ever had in terms of like Nixon is the second most effective Republican president we have had since Lincoln. The first being Eisenhower.
Yeah, Eisenhower. For those, Eisenhower did a lot of crazy shit, but it was good.
Eisenhower and Nixon. They
Yeah.
killed the Eisenhower-Nixon fucking playbook. This is literally how it worked from the beginning.
Yeah, Democrats had the House. They had the House and shit. So the president was like, "Oh, I can do what I want, and nobody can do anything about it."
well, not only that, I mean, Democrats had like a lock on the House
Yeah.
basically since FDR until like the 80s, I believe.
Yeah, no, the '90s. It's '94. That's when they
Yeah,
flipped.
94.
They lost it.
Well,
Uh,
they briefly held the House in the 50s under Eisenhower's first term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for 2 years, from 52 to
Mhm.
50.
Yeah. Okay, couple super chats catch up to. Let's see here. American Nerd for 5. What the actual fuck? Did Omar say that she wants to invade Ethiopia and Obama's birthplace for ethic, you know what crap? That's nonsense. Yeah, but that's what she's fighting over. It's an ethnic dispute from 200 years ago. And she's worried about that.
But
Pres-
remember, they were look simultaneously. Look, Somalis. They
Oh.
simultaneously say they want their land back from Ethiopia and Kenya, but also Minnesota was promised to them 3,000 years
Oh,
ago.
jeez.
Mm-hmm.
There's all promise to them. President Gilbert getting up for 20. I'm hoping for if these Republicans retire and everything going right for the Republicans in the midterms, hopefully we can finally get a rhino-proof majority in the House and the Senate and actually pass stuff that can make change. Well, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's a lot of shit Republicans are going to retire. They're going to retire like the Don Bacons of the world, which he already retired, but still.
The study committee, it's not mainstream. Here's what I'll tell you. The study committee is the most fucking useless Republican caucus. So for people who don't know, there's 3 Republican caucuses within the Republican conference. You got the Main Street, which is like the more center-right kind of Christian Democratic caucus. You have the Freedom Caucus, which is the more libertarian caucus, and then you have the fucking study committee in the middle, which is like the Ronald Reagan loyalist, that type. That's what so the study committee. Here's what you say. So the Main Street committee, I get a lot of us don't like this because they're rhinos or whatever, but still, they'll be willing to ditch like free market absolutism when necessary. They'll be willing to like compromise, maybe do populist economic policy once in a while. The fucking Freedom Caucus is willing to do the same. The study committee has this like religious loyalty to this Ronald Reagan school of economics, basically. So that's who we're gonna be losing.
Oh, boo-hoo. We're losing so much. We're losing freaking the shit Republicans. American Nerd for 2.
We're losing freedom and democracy and respectable Republicans.
Yeah.
I
American
wonder
Nerd
if
for
one of those
2.
could be Dan Crenshaw.
Yeah. American Nerd for 2.
David Hale hit hardest.
Oh,
Confirmed
jeez.
Republican.
Bro, that's a, like, that guy is, I don't know. American Nerd for 2. How is Donald's campaign, by the way? That's good. Okay, I would say. He's gonna win the primary.
I love the term concerned.
Yeah, concerned conservative. He's what is he concerned about? That's my question.
Ukraine.
That's
He's concerned about he's concerned
Respectability.
about
Are you talking about
Zelensky
David Hale? I was in a group chat
having
with
enough
him.
Russian children.
we lost him.
Many such cases.
American Nerd for 2. Nixon was a great president. American Nerd for 2. Nixon was a great president who was screwed over. Yeah, people should look into that. American Nerd for another 2. Why did the GOP move away from Ike? He was based. Well, because he was term limited. That's why. They had Nixon and his vice president was going to run, and we all know what happened.
We should be idolizing Ike.
Yeah, Ike. It should be Ike and, well, now Nixon's becoming popular again. So.
Yeah, Nixon.
Because
Even,
people,
and if you want more market worship, I mean, that was also Calvin Coolidge. So
yeah, like, why should we be worshiping?
Coolidge is bad.
No, there are no dissing of Calvin Coolidge in this chat.
Look, you can't go back to Coolidge because the government.
No shit, yeah, no shit, you can't. Yeah, nobody is saying we go back to Calvin
Back
Coolidge.
to working like how it did under Nixon and Eisenhower.
Hey. There is a Coolidge project that we love the Coolidge project.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You cut out half. I didn't hear half the shit you said. Okay.
Calvin Coolidge.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. American Nerd for 2. Right, that. President Cooper getting up for 5. Oh my God, Tyrone was cutting out in an ad played a song that sounded like Tyrone cutting out. I was like, rap, what's going out their stream? That's the average rap moment, I guess. So, Coolidge shot at 1920.
Yeah, shit, okay.
Yeah, Coolidge was really good. I don't give a shit what Luke has to say. Kellen Coolidge is good.
Coolidge
He
is
was
great.
good for his time. He was good for
No,
his
he
time.
was good.
He was just
very
good.
Coolidge is great.
You're just good, yeah. I don't want to hear any
Because he
slander.
didn't do anything, but you can't do not anything
No,
now. It's
you can't.
dumb.
No slander of Kelvin Coolidge. What are you talking about? He signed the immigration ban of 24.
You know who else did immigration bans? Ike.
Oh yeah, everybody knows what Ike did. That was everybody
Can't
knows.
say the name of the
Operation W
but yeah.
word.
Not gonna say what that
Uh,
like,
what?
I like Calvin Coolidge's attempts with the Immigration Act because he attempted to list Japanese and Koreans as white, and he was so real for that.
Oh gosh. The thing with Coolidge is like, yeah, he's super underrated. He was great on the issues. He's a top 10 president for me. No, I don't care. Top 10 for me.
Yeah, that's a fair take. I will say this: a kind of a hot take I have is, while we should definitely not be worshiping Reagan in the year of 2025, I do think he's a little overhated by some kind of younger Republicans.
Eh, I don't know.
I'll tell you who really sucked: the Bushes.
Oh yeah,
Bushes
Oh
were-
yeah.
the Bushes
Reagan
psyop
is,
the
like,
movement.
not the Bushes.
Because people don't understand, like, the Reagan had a real coalition, like a real movement that was building. But then the Bushes took over and they blew it up. They ruined it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, at least with like Reagan and the amnesty, you can kind of push back on that to say, like, well, it was seen as a conservative bill at the time for like increasing like border security and stuff. There was no reason for H.W. Bush to pass the 90s immigration bill. that
Oh,
gave
yeah.
us, like, the
People are beginning to
H-1Bs and
wake
the
up to that
visas.
one too. People begin to realize the 90s one you could argue is maybe worse than the 60s one in some areas.
The way I always explain it is Hart-Celler opened the door to all this immigration, and then the 90s bill accelerated it. That's the way I always
They
explain
just
it.
yeah, no, they just like they tore down the wall. Like they're like there's the door and they open the door to Tyrone. Thank you, Tyrone. Chill. Fix your
1965,
fix your mic,
I opened the door. 1990, blew it off the
Tyrone.
hand.
You're cutting out. American Nerd for 2. If Coolidge ran /1 in 28, how would he do with the Great Depression? Tyrone. I'm about to mute Tyrone. I'm about to mute you. Okay. How would Coolidge do with the Great Depression? I don't know.
Well, if he either way, it probably would have stayed in his legacy.
It would.
I mean, that's the problem. Like, the Great Depression was going to happen regardless because you had like severe monetary problems that were like Hoover did not cause the Great Depression. It was the fact that he was seen as like a poor leader at the time is really what killed him.
Well, I think the problem with Hoover is like some of the stuff he did made it worse. That's the problem.
He should have gotten involved in like the congressional like hearings for like Smoot-Hawley and stuff like that to actually give like some order with that.
Yeah, people blame Hoover for that. That was not Hoover's doing.
That was Congress's fault, specifically the Senate.
Yeah, because the idea was good to protect American industry. That's not the issue. The problem is some schizophrenics went overboard.
That actually was not. No, Smoot-Hawley happened because the progressive Republicans demanded agricultural reform, so they brought it to a bill. The bill was initially supposed to bail out farmers because farmers had experienced like an economic downturn in the 20s. So they wanted to like raise tariffs on agricultural goods to solve it, but they ended up raising tariffs on everything. They raised tariffs even more on industry, even though industry was not demanding higher tariffs. And also, Smoot-Hawley didn't cause the Great Depression.
Hey, is this better? Is this better?
No. It's slightly better. American Nerd for 2. At least Bush 41 gave us Perot, which gave us Trump. Yeah, but that's not really good either, because like we had to like get Trump involved, and like we should have had Perot as president, but I mean Bush 41 destroyed a lot
I'd
of
say the
stuff.
good thing about HW is that he gave us Scalia.
That's true. K-Cup for 2. So when will the Rhinos start sipping for Dan Quayle? I'm surprised they
Scalia was
haven't.
under Reagan, by the way, not Bush. So
Yeah.
HW gave us Souter, who is awful,
Yeah,
famously.
those judges that they picked were just anyways. FDR kept the depression going for 9 years. Okay, I'm gonna say this about FDR because I know like it's kind of a growing it's a growing movement to be like anti-FDR, which I understand why, because some of the stuff he did was just like shit. But let's cut the crap. The Great Depression was once in a like millennium type thing that happened.
Not even once in a century.
No, it's gonna happen even worse soon.
That's true. But I mean, like the Great Depression was so unique. You had so much stuff going on, and you can't. FDR's policies, they did stop it from completely imploding the economy, but it didn't really help either until World War II.
I mean, it was basically like
Hey, is this
three
better?
big
Can you guys
Yes.
hear me?
Tyrone, you're just cutting people off.
It was
Okay,
basically
cool.
three big events happening at once that caused the depression. Like one was like the federal governments across the world like buying more gold, which tightened the monetary supply. You had a crash in the stock market as well too, and you also had like more growing political tensions across Europe that also like that led to a greater economic problem. So it was like everything kind of coming at once.
Can we talk about the news now?
What?
Can we talk about the news now?
What?
No.
I want to. It's
And we lost him again.
fucking. No, I'm still here.
You're cutting, Tyrone. You're cutting out. Tyrone, I'm about to mute you from the stream. Fix your damn mic. All right. The economy was already recovering.
Dude, I've been the fucking.
I know, but oh my gosh. American Nerd for 2. Didn't Bush 41 give us clearance? Okay, you're done. Nope, Tyrone, you're done for today. That's the last. Tyrone, fix your mic, please. I'm trying to. American Nerd for 2. Didn't Bush 41 give us Clarence Thomas? Yes.
Yes.
American Nerd for 2.
Yes.
Not a fan of Great Depression FDR. I'm a fan of World War II FDR, though. Well, yeah, that's
American Nerd for 2. You got anything else?
World War II saved FDR's legacy, in my opinion, but that's my take. Saved his legacy because he led us through the war.
Funny how the Bushes gave us our 2 best Supreme Court judges.
Yeah, that's funny how that works.
That's one good thing about them.
Well, because like back to the actual like conservative judges were actually conservative. Now it's like hit or miss.
Yeah.
Reagan just picked some dog shit ones. I don't know what Reagan was cooking. He picked some.
Even
bad ones.
Eisenhower was guilty of picking Earl Warren, who made the Supreme Court more liberal.
Yeah, it's not good. President Gerber getting up for 50. Reason why Reagan is hated now, in my opinion, is because during Trump's first admin, while the left was gaining momentum, all the right did was say we're the party of Reagan. I remember during high school they were pushing that a lot. I remember that. Yeah, they were saying the party of Reagan when it's the party of Trump, and that pissed a lot of people off. Well,
What
guys,
other news do we have though?
guys, did you know that this is the party of Reagan? Did you know
Yeah,
that?
that's like the way of Reagan was fine for his time. It's just the problem. It's his followers that are like, specifically on Twitter and online that are incredibly obnoxious.
Yeah. All right. American Nerd for 2. Hot take FDR over LBJ. Yeah. Over Lyndon B. Johnson. Yeah. I would take FDR 100% of the time.
Easily.
Lyndon B.
Oh,
Johnson
yeah,
caused all the
of
problems for
course.
today. Because FDR, again, Social Security was a good idea. It just, under Lyndon B. Johnson, he made it shit. He started destroying the healthcare system. He caused a mess with immigration. Is there one good thing he did as president? I guess some of the civil rights stuff. That's about it. That's about it.
I'm not allowed to speak about that on stream.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
At least his mic is back.
Even then, Earl Warren literally backstabbed Eisenhower. Ike regretted appointing him. Well, yeah, I mean,
Earl
he's
Warren. Yeah. Earl
Wait.
Warren was a piece of shit. Y'all are also missing another major piece of news. Remember how I was saying Nippon Steel acquiring U.S. Steel was going to end up being a good thing for America in the long term?
yeah.
They announced that they're reopening a process. They're announced that they're reopening a steel plant in Illinois today. 500 workers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
The Japanese, ladies and gentlemen, our greatest ally.
Japan
Actual
is the
greatest
ally.
ally.
Boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan is the ally that the boomers think Israel is.
Yeah, Japan. Like, because for those that
Yep.
don't know, Japan, like, despite what we did after in World War II, you know, despite what happened in two cities there, I mean, like, they're actually good allies, and they're like their people, their companies, they actually respect Americans.
Yeah, here it is. ABC News. U.S. Steel to resume production in Illinois plant shut down 3 years ago. It's going to go back to Granite City Works in Illinois. 500 workers. They're going to start manufacturing big, beautiful steel slabs.
Big, beautiful,
Big,
deal.
big and beautiful steel slabs. Beautiful American steel to fuel American industry and American innovation.
All right, President Gilbert getting up for 10. On top of it, people found out Reagan has passed amnesty and got rid of asylum under his admin. That's why people are more than likely turning to Eisenhower Nixon. Well, yeah. Because
no, Reagan was bad because of amnesty. That I don't care what he did. He damned himself with amnesty. That's my opinion. I don't like him because of what he did with amnesty and compromising on it.
yeah,
And that and what he did to California, beautiful, precious California.
yeah, that's a tragedy what happened to California. I mean, that's one of the nicest unironically, that was one of the nicest places on earth. And yeah. American Nerd for 2. World War II FDR did take a L at Yalta, though. No. I mean,
FDR engineered American entry into World War II by cutting off oil shipments to the Japanese.
well, anyways, we're not going down that rabbit hole, but okay. So, yep, U.S. Steel to resume production. Illinois plant shut down 3 years ago. And again, this is why I'm saying I am fine with investors from like Japan or South Korea. You know why? Because they actually invest in America. They don't do this.
Keep in mind, remember which president tried to shut down the U.S. Steel deal and which one not only allowed it to happen, but dropped tariffs completely on it. It was President Trump who enabled this, and it was President Biden and the Democrats who tried to cut it out.
Yeah. I mean, like.
So, yes, Donald J. Trump directly brought 500 jobs back to Illinois by allowing Nippon Steel to acquire U.S. Steel and reinvest in them.
Because, again, it's just something about the culture of Japan, like, it's a respect thing. They don't do the shit of, oh, we'll invest in American companies and, like, go to freaking, like, raise a random third world country. Name one.
Well, it's also partially because Japan is also kind of a quasi American satellite state.
Yeah, I know, but like still, like it's not. Well, so other countries, but it's like unlike other countries, they actually respect Americans. So
there's a reason why Ameribus are a thing.
Japan is a vassal state of the American Empire, but they are a loyal and productive one.
Yeah, it's not like some of the European ones where it's like, oh, we have to pay for everything they want, and they just screw us over at every turn.
Real talk, like apart from Britain, like does America really have any? Like, do we have any like really good allies in Europe? Like
they'll backstab us.
Maybe just Italy, actually.
I mean, like,
Poland,
honestly,
Italy, a few others, but
I'd say Poland, Italy, and that's about it, really. Poland, Italy, Britain.
Because and that sucks. Like we single-handedly foot the bill for these dumbasses, and they just use us. Mm-hmm. At least countries like Poland and the UK, we actually work with them on stuff. They actually help us in our countries.
We forgot our biggest ally in Europe, Israel.
Hungary.
Oh, jeez. Andre Clis Canada for 10.
Hungary's not perfect. I mean, yeah, like Orban is fine, but Hungary is kind of. They're not as. I think Luke would have some words on Hungary if he was still here.
Yeah, well, I know because I know he always points out like Hungary with China and so forth. So
okay, Andre Clis Canada for 10. Lyndon B. Johnson was terrible at civil rights. He was forced to sign the bills, and majority of Democrats voted against the civil rights bills. Don't forget what he said about black voters. Oh yeah, I mean everybody knows that famous quote.
I could talk about LBJ at length because I have read Robert A. Caro's entire fucking 4-book anthology on it, and he is genuinely such an interesting figure, but no, he was not forced to sign those bills. He willingly signed those bills. Can you not assume anything I'm about to say is fucking racist coming out of my mouth?
Josh for 2.
It's
would-
kind of annoying after a certain point, man. Like, seriously, I can talk about Lyndon Baines Johnson and the civil rights movement without it immediately fucking assuming I'm going to pull a race card on something.
Okay, Josh for 2. Would JFK have caused all the problems?
Fucking Polak.
Okay, I'm done. Tyrone, we're done with you. We're done.
No, you're not.
Josh for 2. Would JFK have caused all the problems LBJ did?
Yes, bro.
All
Yeah.
of this was originally JFK's idea. If anything, Lyndon Baines Johnson was able to mute certain elements of
Yeah, we can argue
JFK's
that
immigration
they
bill.
would have never got this stuff through. That's a thing. They would have
Doesn't
never.
matter. JFK, if he got his way, would have made infinitely worse because keep in mind, JFK was directly attached to the fucking mafia.
Yeah, everybody needs to mention. Nobody wants to talk about that one.
They stole the election from Nixon.
Unironically, they did.
Yeah, unironic. That's why people like fucking throw Nixon away so easily. It's like, oh yeah, he lost. No, they stole Florida and Oregon and Illinois from Nixon.
They did some shit in Hawaii too.
Because didn't they appointed they did basically the same thing that that the Trump added in with the Eastman memo, kind of like where they appointed dueling electorate.
Yeah, but that's save a democracy. Yeah, so and everybody, the National Defense Authorization Act has been revealed, and take a guess who's voting no.
MTG and Nasty.
Yep. MTG is already a no.
Because Israel.
Yep, because it includes foreign aid, which I agree this shit should be cut out. But yeah, so let's look at what they're funding with the foreign aid stuff. This is the foreign aid provisions in the National Defense Authorization Act, okay? We have $400 million annually to Ukraine. Yeah, get rid of that shit. Israel. It's not as much as I thought it'd be. It's not even $1 billion. Taiwan, $1 billion. That Luke's would not be happy with that one. Baltic Security Initiative, $175 million. Overseas humanitarian disaster, $103 million. So realistically, you're not going to cut half this stuff out. Just honestly.
I mean, we basically have an obligation to send money to Ukraine and Israel.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but that's just reality of it.
We've had an obligation. I mean, Israel's basically been a quasi-state since 1948. That's kind of, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been obligated to send money to them ever since they
350. Yeah, I agree. So this shit should be cut out. Look at this. $357 million to the government of Iraq, Syrian militias, Kurdish security forces, Lebanon.
That is probably money that is being used indirectly to fund Israel.
Probably.
I'm just gonna be real.
Probably.
Because, like, if you fund these governments, they're gonna be less likely to try to take action on Israel or something.
Over $100 million to support Forbes support to Middle Eastern countries increase security. Why are we giving them money for? Wait, hold up. What? We're giving countries money for border security?
Yeah.
Really? Directs the Secretary of Defense to provide assistance, including equipment, support, and supplies to the government of Jordan and Lebanon. Why? Why are we giving these countries freaking weapons and shit? Why? We were sending billions of dollars for these countries, and now we're just gonna give them weapons and like we're building up their border?
We need to hear about the Lebanese and Jordanian lobbies. No, but for real, it's not just Israel. It's like all these other Middle Eastern
All these groups exist.
Yeah. Probably even Egypt, I think, has.
Egypt has a really bad one.
Have you seen the meme?
What meme?
The meme.
Send it to me.
Oh, I missed it. I don't have it saved, but I'll
you have like all these groups I mean, like the worst one objectively is actually like Qatar, which funny enough, that's like funny enough. It's like worse than everybody knows about that. Let's cut the crap. Everybody knows they're paying off a lot of people. Not really the government, but like,
Yeah.
well, someone in the
Well,
government, but
various commentators, probably
Yeah.
various news agencies as well.
I'm sorry, but what is Tucker Carlson doing? What the hell? We're gonna go meet the prime minister or whatever of Qatar, and we're build a house there.
Didn't
I
he
would,
also downplay the genocide against Christians in Nigeria as well too? He said that like it didn't. I think he said that.
he said that it wasn't as bad as being reported.
Okay.
That's just, it's so strange. Like this whole thing with, you know, why are they like shilling for these groups? If their whole point is like this is the third world, they shouldn't be here. Why are they shilling for them suddenly?
Because it's real.
Yeah.
Well, and again, this is another reason why mass immigration is so bad, because then it allows for more like foreign lobbying to occur because you've allowed in so many of these people to where clearly their loyalties are still to their home countries.
But don't you know that these are our best allies? Qatar's our greatest ally, everybody.
Mhm.
That's the new meme,
Yeah.
by the way. That's the new thing.
I kind
Idiot
of find it funny. I find it kind of funny how there's like a pro-Israel and pro-Qatar kind of lobbies, and they're all like accusing each other of being the real subversives. And it's like,
How about get rid of both of them? Why do
yeah,
we
both
gotta
of them
Yeah.
are bad. Both
What-
of them are bad.
Yeah.
You know, this is the
wait?
normal.
This always pisses me off. Why do we have to pick one or the other? Why? Why does it be like, well, this is better than the other group, so we could go after the other group? Go after both of them. If they're both shilling for whatever country, get rid of them. Why does it have to be like a false dichotomy where excuse me, why do you have to like choose? Why do you have to make a choice between Qatar or Israel? Why not just say both should be banned for the foreign lobbies? Why?
Also a wrap there.
What?
There's something for you to reach. There is something for you to retweet.
Yeah, I'll retweet it. Okay. She is just pissed about not getting the Senate endorsement. Well, yeah, that's the reason MTG's lost it. Let's cut the crap. That's the real reason. She lost it, and she was going to get exposed for insider trading. That's what happened. And that's what, by the way, that's when the Doge cuts fell apart, by the way. No one wants to talk about that either. She was in charge of the Doge committee, and that's when they couldn't get any cuts through. Funny how that works. So, I saw a parody video where Tucker desperately tried to find evidence of Israel genociding Christians, and all he could find was Islamic countries doing it in Lamau. Well, I mean, yeah. All these countries do it. Why do we have to focus on just one? Focus on all of them. Ones are worse than the others, but it's like the whole thing. Like, now people are like, they're defending the Somalians on the right. Do you guys see that?
Oh, you mean like Sneeko?
Yeah.
Well, Sneeko's not a right winger. He's just
Yeah, I mean he voted for Mamdani.
Yeah, I know, but like the other ones, like saying like, oh, it's not actually a problem.
Like Red Pill Media, I think.
I
is
don't
one of
know.
the people.
These people
A
are
lot
just,
of these accounts are not ran by Americans. Like,
yeah.
Well,
or people living in America.
Oh yeah,
even.
Red Pill Media was saying that Somalians are actually the good guys.
Because something with Israel, that's a problem with this whole thing. We are importing, these are blood feuds between these people. And now it's coming to America.
Took 2 world wars. It took nearly a century of time, 2 world wars, 2 other smaller wars, and 40 years of closed borders to mostly assimilate Irish, Italian, Polish, all of these ethnic groups. German. It took half a century of a closed border, a century of assimilation, and detaching these people, basically raising their children in the American system against the will of their parents, and literally 2 destructive back-to-back world wars. And though we have let in more immigrants since 1965 to now than we did the entire first 190 years of the country's history.
But we were always a country of immigrants, Tyrone.
Yeah, the
No,
founding fathers.
The amount of
wanted
immigrants,
Somalians.
the amount of immigrants we let in from the amount of people who came into the country from 1650 to 1964 is 12 million less
That's
than the amount of people
nuts.
we've let in from 1965 to today.
And that's who we know about.
And, and I'd like to point out the majority of those people as well have come in since 1990, but particularly under the Obama administration.
Yeah, and like the thing people gotta understand is like illegal immigration was not a problem until like 30 years ago. Like-
Illegal immigration was not a problem until the amnesty bill passed.
Yeah.
The Immigration Act had passed. The Clinton administration was willing to overlook these things. We were too busy with Afghanistan to really put Bush's feet to the fire with immigration. Obama blew it wide open. Trump got elected, couldn't really do much because he got sued into oblivion by all the courts and the judges, and was understandably more focused on ensuring that he himself wasn't going to be hauled off for any bullshit. And then we had Biden for 4 years. Everyone fucking remembers Biden. Trump is the first president. We're deporting 6 times as many people right now than Eisenhower deported under Operation Wetback.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, we are seeing evidence like all the trackers, like we are seeing mass deportation with self-deportation, especially. Like there's a monthly like metric for like the birth rate by like, white, black, etc., like the birth rate. And it's about the majority white for the first time in like a couple years, by the way. Which that may not like seem like a big deal on paper, but it's like it's kind of indicator that wait, the amount of like whites, like, they make up like the amount of births or whatever, it's surging right now. And we're from like 48% a couple months ago to like 49.5%. What does that tell you?
I also want to just show your attention to our favorite Cato Institute show.
I have Cato fatigue.
Alex Norsate, that guy sucks.
Yeah. Let me pull this up.
Can I point out that like Iranian immigrants to this country are some of the most left-wing motherfuckers?
It depends. Like the Persian Jews are really conservative, but some others are like
The Zoroastrians and the Christian converts are like hyper liberal.
Really? The Christians were liberal? I thought they were. I thought
they're not Christians, atheists.
I thought it was like the
Persian atheists. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. I got
it's the Zoroastrians and the atheists and the Muslims who are like super liberal when they come over here.
Okay, right here. So, hold up right here. This is the Cato Institute, everybody. This is who ran the Republican Party. The border chaos was clearly
wide open, guys.
Holy shit!
What?
Let them talk.
No, it's fine. The border chaos was clearly over before Trump entered the White House. Yeah. Sure. This is the chart he's referencing, everybody. Yeah. The border chaos was totally over under Biden. Biden fixed it.
Hey guys, the border is wide open, and that's a good thing.
Well, no, this is the Cato Institute. They both say it's a good and bad thing at the same time. This is their bullshit narrative. Because that's the Cato Institute, they don't give a shit about anything but money. That's all they care about. Bullshit economic growth.
The only reason they don't give a shit about it is because they are directly owned by the Koch brothers. I will continue saying this until I die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this right here.
They're backed by the Koch brothers. They have George Soros as a donor.
Cato made the free markets more mainstream. Oh, that's bullshit. Cato did nothing. All they did was push the over 200 on some issues to the left. That's all they did.
Did you guys see Mr. Beat say we need more Somalian Americans?
I actually did not see this, but it doesn't surprise me that he said that.
Yeah, this is a good chat by somebody. The Cato Institute sees humans as dollar signs. Yeah, that's all they see humans as. Not as people, not as anything. They are seen as dollar signs. Oh, that person, he could work in the fields for 50 years.
GDP go up.
Yeah. It's their religion.
GDP machine go up, yeah.
They gotta make, that meme of like the Fed goes burr, like when they're printing a bunch of money. They should do the same thing before like GDP goes burr or whatever. Josh for 5. Breaking DOJ announces arrest of AI schemes with links to China. Wow. You're telling this for the first time. China's using AI to break the law. And speaking of AI, President Trump today, he announced an executive order on AI, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It's about banning all regulation on AI, apparently. or
Yeah,
most of it.
see, the thing is that's better than state level control of AI because that would very easily allow blue states like California or New York to basically go all in on AI as hyper draconian measures for state surveillance and law
That's
enforcement.
true. That's the only positive. It's one of those things where it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I would much rather have. Oh, go on.
It's objectively better for the federal government to centralize the power of artificial intelligence for the chance of a better administration down the line, such as Vance, being able to take control of it for common good or national security concerns, as opposed to leaving it be an issue left up to the states. Like how there's a variety of things that are left up to the states that are dysfunctional and disjointed and overall terribly inefficient. I hate the AI bubble. I can't wait for it to pop, but Trump's on the right track with this one.
It's already gonna, and like I'd rather do this now, and like the AI bubble's gonna pop eventually. I think next year. I think early next year it's gonna happen. It might happen not this month, but I think next month it does, like in January or February.
Breaking news: U.S. State Department issues emergency travel warning for U.S. civilians to avoid all travel within 50 kilometers of the Thailand-Cambodia border due to quote significant escalation.
Yeah,
of
there's
the
a shit fest
conflict
going on over there
between
now.
two countries.
They hate each other. Yeah, I do think overall with the AI stuff, when do you guys think it's gonna burst? I think it's next month or two.
It's gonna burst within the next 2 years.
I think it happens next month or in like
The
February.
moment,
I think it
the
happens
moment,
sometime in
the mo-
2026.
the moment that they ask for a bailout and like they really start begging for a bailout and the government says we don't have the money, that's when it pops.
Yeah, I mean, like this whole they fucked up big time. All these companies they fucked up big time. I don't know what they were thinking. Did they really think they could just like keep investing all this money into AI and it'll eventually just keep going up? Was that their whole strategy? Because I'm confused. Like, what was their plan with the AI stuff? Just like bank on it forever and like if chart keeps going up, we win. So just keep pouring billions of dollars into it and lose money forever. Was that their whole plan? Tyrone, you know better than me. Like, was that kind of the idea?
Hey, again, sorry.
No, what I was saying is like, was their whole idea was just spend more money on it and it'll eventually go up? Was that kind of the idea behind it?
That's literally it. The entire thing is if we keep pumping money into it, then obviously the economy will keep growing silly.
Yeah, that worked, and that's gonna blow up a lot of stuff now, and for the better. I mean, like all these companies. Why are some of these companies involved with AI? Why? Why does every company need to be involved with AI? Just stupid.
I have no idea. I also gotta go.
All
God
right.
bless you all, and don't forget, vote red no matter what. Unless it's Vivek Ramaswamy, in which case I encourage you to sit out. Goodbye.
All right.
Okay.
Can you all explain the AI bubble bursting and what it means, etc.? So basically, the Trump admin, they fucked up big time because they banked their entire economic agenda on the AI stuff. That's what they banked it on, and because all these companies, they were spending hundreds of billions, probably actually trillions, on AI, like these data centers. And the idea was this AI stuff's going to revolutionize everything, and we're going to grow so much that all the money we spent is nothing. We're just going to grow so much and make a bunch of money off of it in the long run. Well, they're beginning to realize it's not really profitable the way they did it. And they banked on all these data centers to grow us way faster than they expected, and then they are losing hundreds of billions of dollars. Nobody's gaining anything. Seriously, has any company gained anything on this? Like, actually? Anybody know? Maybe the video? But
Probably Amazon. I don't know.
it's just like, this was stupid. And then they poured all this money into it. The Trump admin, listen, I'm fine with dissent, but these dumbasses, they banked their entire strategy on AI. And now it's going to blow up in their face. So, yeah. How is it not profitable? NVIDIA is making a shitload. For every NVIDIA, you have like 100 other companies that make nothing, lose a bunch of money. And even the NVIDIA is like that's a ticking time bomb for them, and they know it. So,
You guys see the school over in Vermont that raised the Somalian flag to own Trump?
oh
Wait,
god,
are you joking?
Yeah.
what?
No, that's real. That's real. I said that in here earlier.
Can you send me the
Can you
link?
send it?
How many employees are
hang
going
on.
on?
Scroll up in the chat. It's there.
Yeah, hang on. I'll add everyone.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, got it right here. Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, so a school district in Vermont is raising the Somalian flag. Oh. But guys, these people are assimilated to America. Yeah, sure.
What if we start seeing schools?
Is
singing
there
the
even an
Somali
American
national
flag? Oh my god.
You know, someday I think we're gonna start seeing school children sing the Somalian national anthem. Or before
Guys,
singing
this
the Somali
image
national
right
anthem.
this proves my point. These people don't assimilate for shit. Seriously, you're raising the Somalian flag? Really?
Because Trump is being mean to the
Yeah,
Somalians.
Trump is being mean to these people.
Let's all sing the Somalian national anthem, guys. That'll show Trump.
Isn't this against the law to raise another flag over the American one? I'm pretty sure it is.
You think it would be, but in Vermont,
Probably.
it's
I mean,
probably-
I think the Indians got away with it in Ohio when they raised the Indian flag over the Capitol the one day there.
Just unbelievable. Let's see here. Commander John for 2, Trump 2028. It's constitutional. We doing it? No, Trump doesn't want to run.
And he's gonna be like what 83 by then.
Yeah.
Then we'll force him to run.
Yeah, we'll force him to run like Biden. Commander John for 5. JD will not get the 28 nomination. Trump will get it again in 28. It's not happening, dude. I'm sorry. I love the enthusiasm, but not gonna happen.
No, it's because Vance has a brown wife.
Oh, jeez. Richard Head for 5. What is with the story of Pam Bondi is asking for the FBI for a list of American citizens considered to be extremists? Also, how bad is the economy? For the second thing is the economy is slightly getting better, but still not enough. As the first thing, we don't know. Allegedly, there's a memo going around the FBI where they're looking for extremists in America. This go one of two ways. I like one scenario, the other one I don't. Because is this the extremism that they consider like under Biden? That's my concern. We're talking about Pam Bondi, and I'm fearful about that. Pam Bondi's stupid, so she might actually
primary thing. Oh, primary poll.
they may actually be going after American citizens for being like far right. I don't know, but yeah, there is a memo going around in the FBI. They're trying to go after extremists. We don't know who these people are yet. They could be far left nut jobs. That'd be a good thing. But if it's like the average person, what?
Was it from like Bulwark or something?
I don't know. That's we'll
I think
see.
it's through Yale polling.
American Nerd for 6. Tyrone, what are your thoughts on Hoover? And if Hoover was president in the 30s instead of FDR, he's not here. Hoover, he's not the worst president. He gets a lot of shit, but
it was Ken Klippenstein that posted the Pam Bondi FBI.
Yeah, if it's from Klippenstein, yeah, I would ignore it then.
Klippenstein's a hack.
I mean, there probably is a memo going around. I've heard something about that, but like it's probably misleading. It's probably like, who knows?
All right, Yale polling presidential primary. This is from end of October to mid-November. I don't know why they're just now releasing it, but anyway.
I would ignore it.
Well, I'm gonna read it off anyways.
Thank
Newsom
you.
25, Harris 18, AOC 16, Buttigieg 14. Everyone else is in single digits. And then Republican primary, Vance is 51. Everyone else is in single digits.
Yeah. So and also in this poll, they do like the most electable Republicans. And oh boy, you can tell by the age gap. So according to
number 1.
Ron DeSantis, everybody's number 1. And on top of that, Luke is number 1 for under 34.
Vance.
Yeah. Look at that.
And the least electable.
Rubio third.
Kristi Noem. Actually, no. Least electable, Elise Stefanik.
Yeah, that's name recognition. But funny enough, look at Ramaswamy. Look at that. That's what you freaking get, dude. Only 32% of people under 34 think he's electable.
Damn, he's up there with Kristi Noem. Wow.
Yeah, that's a real high bar.
I mean, he's gonna struggle to win in Ohio. I don't know if he's gonna lose, but
that's a problem. We are seeing a generational gap grow, where the old ass white people of the Republican Party, they still run the party to a lesser extent. They love Ron DeSantis, they love Rubio, and they love Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
But under 34, they love Vance. They love RFK. They love Josh Hawley, funny enough, and Tucker Carlson. So
Josh Hawley's at 49%, and Tucker's a bit higher, but
yeah,
They're
Um,
also beginning to like Trump Jr. more than the
Yeah.
older crowd as well.
that should
Trump
tell you
Jr.
everything.
is- yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
85% of those under 34 said Vance is electable. That's what I'm telling everybody. No matter what happens, Vance is a good position to win. Young people love him. Don't let people fool you. People love him. So they'll love him even more. American Order for 10. Settle this rap. Was Ike a good or bad general World War II? I say he was, but maintaining the alliance. My friend said he wasn't because he didn't actually lead troops that didn't take charge over the Allies. What? He was a good general. What is your friend talking about? I don't get how you can say Eisenhower's a bad general. How? He wasn't the Supreme Commander of Europe, right? I think he was. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Ike was.
He was one of the top generals in Europe.
I thought he
and
was a
MacArthur-
Supreme.
and then MacArthur was one of the top ones in like
Yeah,
the Pacific.
MacArthur was the Supreme Commander of the Pacific. Eisenhower was in Europe. It was something like that. Commander John for 2. That poll is wrong. Trump can run again. Oh God, dude, it's not happening. Stop it. Not gonna happen. All right. Supreme Commander of Allied Forces in Europe. Yeah, that's what it was. Supreme Commander of all forces in Europe. So, all right. If anybody got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now. Last calls for super chats. Last calls for super chats. We kind of went over everything. Yeah. I don't think we missed anything. Yeah, he was one of the people that coordinated D-Day. I know that. I just didn't know if he was Supreme Commander or not. I was 80% sure he was, but yeah, he is or was. All right. So, we'll be back probably tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. Any last thoughts, anybody?
If you live in Miami, vote for the Republican mayor candidate tomorrow. I think it's Emilio Gonzalez or something.
We also have another candidate who's announced he's running for MTG's district, Colton Moore.
Yeah, we talked about
forgot
that.
his name.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've endorsed him. American First Insight's already
All right,
endorsed
cool.
him. So
Sweet.
Commander John for 2. We'll see about that. Yeah. President Good, we're getting up for 5. Can BoomerCon stop pushing Governor Homelander to run? His career is dead. I agree. Listen, DeSantis had his chance. I'm sorry. When you turn to Homelander during the debates, it's over. That's your fault. Which, by the way, I find it funny that I started the Homelander meme with DeSantis. I take full credit for that.
You're the first I saw anybody using it.
Well, I mean, what? Seriously, I pulled up on stream. His stare he gave during the debates was exactly what Homelander looks like. Identical. It's just like, I was watching the debate, I was like, wait, is that just Homelander? That was the vibe he gave off, and that's the reason he fell so much. His debates were just not terrible, but the weird stuff he was doing on stage was just weird. So, all right. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at. Godspeed to all of you.